You can kind of fast forward through, the 2000s, and suddenly towards the end of 2000s, graphics becomes much more important. Gaming becomes the biggest industry in the world, and people want to play games on their PC and they want to play games in mobile form factors. So Intel took a big step back and made a big investment in upgrading our graphics IP so that we could provide high performance gaming and still be power efficient. But the problem with us initially is that's a big change, right? We had been making smaller GPUs that shifted a lot of the work to the CPUs, so we were effectively CPU bound on our workloads. And even though we had a GPU, it didn't really get exercised as hard as you might think. When we did our first big graphics IP called XE, that XE shifted the balance of work from the CPU to the GPU. Performance went way up, but it also exposed a whole bunch of issues that we hadn't seen before that we had to work through.
Right, because that was kind of our first try at dipping into like all these big changes.
Oh yeah, I mean, we started thinking about like CPU, GPU balance in a new way. We saw huge amount of compatibility issues that became apparent because now we're running thousands of titles for mainstream gamers. And DX9, DX11, DX12, Vulkan, all of the different APIs all had to work on our Xe GPU. And the truth is, we had some gaps. And those gaps happened because we just had not been exposed to this kind of workload before. We had gaps on our gaming experience, we had gaps on our creator kind of experience, but at the end of the day, the team came together, we made a ton of improvements, and Alchemist at the end of the day delivers a great experience.
Yeah, I remember at the launch when we were still needed, like you said, kind of a backlog on games that we needed to test and a bunch of other applications. And as the time went by, we definitely improved and have more drivers, and it became a better experience.
Absolutely. We took all of that learning and we did our second generation called Xe2. In 2024, we launched our Xe2 IP, and it landed in two different products. One's Lunar Lake for integrated, and the other one was Battle Mage. Right. Now, when you think about what is the team doing during that time, we're taking all the learning from Alchemist and we're applying it to Xe2 and Battle Mage and Lunar Lake. That's things like improving our game testing by 6x. And it's like bringing new graphics technologies to improve performance without effectively taking more power. So that thinks about like, as we move forward, we solved a lot of the problems that we had in the beginning.